British X-Files of UFO encounters and sightings is finally going public. Mindy Weisberger reports on space.com. The UK Ministry of Defence aims to publish the secret UFO reports for the first time. In other words, the classified UFO reports are going to be declassified and will be made available to the public. UK's official government investigation of UFOs can be traced to a group formed in 1950s Flying Saucer Work Party. This is an image by Shutterstock. Now, from the early 1950s until 2009, a department of the United Kingdom's Ministry of Defence, the MOD, documented and investigated reports of UFOs. And now, more than a decade after the program ended, many of those formerly classified files about UFO sightings will be made available to the public, of course declassified to be done so, and this will be done for the first time. Previously, some Ministry of Defence files about UFOs had been published online at the UK National Archive website, but all of the agency's UFO reports will be released this year on a, quote, dedicated Gov UK webpage, unquote. A spokesperson for the British Royal Air Force RAF told Telegraph the decision came after PA Media, a British news agency, filed a request for the UFO files under the Freedom of Information Act. According to the Telegraph, MOD officials decided it would be better to publish these records rather than continue sending documents to the National Archives, according to the RAF spokesperson. The UK fascination with UFOs spiked around 1950s, prompting the MOD to form the Flying Saucer Working Party to address the phenomenon, according to the UK National Archives. UFOs in the early 1950s even captured the attention of Prime Minister Winston Churchill, who sent a memo to his Air Minister in 1952 asking, "What does all this stuff about flying saucer amount to? What can it mean? What is the truth?" This is Winston Churchill's questions. The Flying Saucer Group concluded that UFOs were hoaxes, delusions, or ordinary objects that were misidentified, recommending, quote, that no further investigation or reported mysterious aerial phenomenon be undertaken, unquote. Nevertheless, other MOD divisions continued the work of official UFO investigation in the UK, ushering such efforts to the 21st century, the National Archives reports. The last UFO report to be published online by the MOD dates to 2009, covering sightings that took place from January through the end of November of that year. These include a silver disc-shaped light, reported in January 2009, up to 20 orange and red glowing lights, reported in June, a large bright silver-white ball sphere, reported in July, and 3 blazing gold orbs in a diagonal line in the sky, reported in September. After the MOD enacted a policy change December 1st, 2009, the agency no longer recorded or investigated UFO sightings, according to the report, but what they did find, including many recent UFO reports that were previously available only as hard copies, will be published online within the next few months, said Nick Pope, former UFO investigator for the Ministry of Defence. Pope told the Express there should be some interesting nuggets in these new files. This was originally published on Live Science, and it's on space.com. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.